In today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys my updated Zacian EX deck since I most recently posted the deck profile of my base list that I've been using the other day. And then we're going to jump into an hour's worth of gameplay. We have 7 games in total. So if you guys want to see more gameplay and deck profile videos like this, hit that like button down below. It really does mean a lot. And of course, if you guys buy Pokemon cards, check out the sponsor of the channel, Comfy Hobbies, and use code SneakerTalk to save 5% off. Here's a look at the slightly updated list from the deck profile I showed you guys on the channel. Some of the notable inclusions in this list would include the one-off copy of the Maractus. We also have an inclusion of Morty's Conviction in here for some additional draw outside of research. You could potentially switch out the Morty's Conviction with an Iono, but I find Morty's pretty strong as well. We also have a Penny in here too for another retreat sort of option. Remove a Pokemon or a liability off the board. Really good for that. And you of course can reuse things like the Dark Energies or the tools that we have in our deck. We also have Chorus's Tenacity in here, so it can help us easily find a basic energy or a jet energy if we need to, and of course a Calamitous Stadium or the Post Wick as well. 2 copies of Pokegear in here still. We are lacking sort of a draw engine, so I think having 2 copies of Pokegear is a good idea still. 1 copy of Energy Switch in here, and then we went down from our Team Rocket's bombs. We went from the count down from 2 down to 1. And of course, you're also going to notice we have a Bravery Charm in here as well. So not too much of the core DNA of this list has changed from the list I showed you guys the other day. This list does feel better. And yeah, if I'm going to continue playing Zacian EX, I'm going to continue to show you guys the improvements or the changes we're making to the list. So with that said, we are at Arceus rank, of course, and we went all the way down to like 1300, but just trolling, really playing some fun, weird decks such as Weezing and whatnot. So we're back here at basically the entry point of Arceus rank, and we'll see how these games go. We'll show you guys about an hour's worth of gameplay. This is a deck that definitely wants to go second just because we want to be able to play our turn 1 Arven as much as we possibly can and just start being a menace. This is a deck that does have potential to donk certain decks. So if your opponent only gets 1 to 2 small basic Pokemon set up, you can definitely take advantage of the Zacian with the Snorlax and the Band. And if we're able to get that Iron Bundle out, the Iron Bundle is really clutch as well. So we can really punish those decks that have a slow start going first, especially if they aren't able to get more than one like low HP basic Pokemon down, and potentially only 2 low HP basic Pokemon. Another thing I want to mention about this deck right now is there's quite a few decks out there playing Maractus for some retreat lock, or Nikli for some retreat lock as well. So you have to be very careful about benching your Latias or Monkey Dory in some scenarios. If you're playing against the Nikli, Monkey Dory is resistant to the damage. Therefore, you just don't have any damage to throw back at them. And you're also in trouble with Latias because Latias obviously can't attack. We're not playing any Psychic Energies as well. So let's see how this game goes. We're playing against Reshiram with Magmar. I saw something like this on the ladder the other day. And yeah, let's see how this game goes. So we got the Grand Tree Stadium on the board, but I think they played it a turn too early. Which is going to really punish them because we're just going to bump that stadium right now. Similar to how your Pokemon has to be on board for a turn before you evolve it with Rare Candy or just naturally. This Grand Tree is going to see 0 value. So that's definitely a painful usage of their Ace Spec. Unfortunately, no Arven grabbed with the Pokegear, but we can still go for a very safe manual attach onto the Zacian. And because we do have Knockout on the Torchic, I think that's going to be ideal. So we can either boss the Torchic and knock it out, or we can play the Research. I'm going to go with the guaranteed Knockout on this Torchic, and then we can also start setting up some damage onto the Reshiram. That way our Cramorant will have some easier time knocking it out later. I find that the numbers really line up perfectly for this deck at certain points. So every piece of damage that hits the board, you want to make sure you're like utilizing it to its fullest potential. That's one of the things with this deck. There's a lot of rooms for potentially like misplay and wasted damage counters on the board if you're not pinging the right Pokemon and whatnot. So this is the deck that definitely you're going to get higher and higher on the ladder. With the more practice, you get the more wins under your belt, you'll be able to know how to use all these little pieces of damage you're chucking at your opponent more effectively. Hop's Cramorant did get hit, but no problemo. We can go ahead and thin out our deck, so let's get a Snorlax out, and we may as well get out another Cramorant in case this one does get knocked out. We're going to drop in the Earthen Vessel, discarding the Night Stretcher, and we'll grab just one Dark Energy so we have the Retreat Pivot available just to be safe. And then we're going to go ahead and research away our empty hand. Pretty cool. Okay, so we got a lot of good stuff going for us here. So let's kick things off with the Prime Catcher into the Magmortar. And that way we can ping the Reshiram and set it up for the Cramorant later on. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball out a Latias as well, just so we have the guaranteed retreat pivot, so we don't get boss stalled. And then here, I think we're just good to go for a Insta Strike and hit 2, and boom, we're good to go for the next turn. Hopefully they aren't able to do too much here, because a 2-card hand, no onboard draw, no way to attack. We might be able to just steal this game. Oh, we got the Surfer. That's spicy. So it's a switch and draw up till 5 in your hand. So are they going to have an energy attachment for turn for the knockout? If they do, our Zacian is cooked, but we should be able to swing back with Cramorant for 180. So we'd have the return KO with the Cramorant if Hop Zacian does get KO'd here. If not, we're just getting hit for 80. If we're able to... yeah, we could go Nest Ball out Monkey Dory. They attach to the Magmortar. Magmortar? It's not a Pokemon that really sees too much play, so it's cool to see it. I've seen people rocking it with the Volcanion EX as well. This Ho-Oh is pretty good too. It's getting a raise in play rate from what I've been seeing lately. And we got the Fire Wing attack hitting us for 80 right there. Let's go ahead and let's go Arven here. We need to get the Monkey Dory out, and I think, yeah, let's do that. Let's get a Monkey Dory. Oh, we could also yeah, let's get the Monkey Dory out, set up this threat. We'll put the Band on the Lax, Band on the Cram. We'll go Nest Ball out the Devo. This isn't a deck that I think we're gonna need the Devo against. We can go ahead and attach for turn to the Monkey. And we could take knockout on the Magmortar as well here. We're swinging for 90 right now. Oh, we could have... I thought my Hop Station had a band on it already, but it did not have a band. So small little misplay there, but let's go ahead and just put those damage counters there. We'll go swing. And there we go. We're getting set up nicely for a good 3-prize turn in just a moment. So Iris's Fighting Spirit. You can use this card only if you discard another card from your hand, draw cards until you have exactly 6 cards in your hand. So it's similar to Morty's Conviction in terms of discarding cards from your hand to draw, but there's a cap at 6 there. So it doesn't rely on your opponent's bench space. And they drew a bunch of basic Pokemon here. Will we see a Fire Energy? I don't think we're gonna see a Fire Energy hit the board, because this deck just wants to see energies in the discard, and then Ethan's Ho-Oh can like put them onto the Ethan's bench Pokemon, but it would just go onto the Ho-Oh. So we can start things off with some Monkey Dory shenanigans. So let's put this 30 onto... Oh, if we had 2 Monkey Dories set up, that'd be sick. So we can take a 4-prize knockout this turn. We're going to put 30 onto the Torchic. What am I saying? We're not taking a big multi-prize KO turn here. Oh, we can still do that. Okay. We can still do that. We're chilling. Let's attach here as well, and then we'll drop in the Calamatis too. If they hand attach, then that Pokemon just gets knocked out. So I have a 3-prize turn here, taking down Reshiram EX and the Torchic. And if they hand attach to this Magmortar, it just gets knocked out because of the Calamatis Stadium. I keep saying it funny. I always get roasted for it, but you know what? I'll take the free comment boost engagements. Apparently it's Calamity, like Calamity Stadium. Calamity, what is this? Calamitous. Calamitous Snowy Mountain. Calamitous Snowy. I swear, I'm 80% sure I'm saying that correctly, but someone's gonna correct me in the comments. So they're taking some damage there, and we don't have a Dark Energy in the discard, but we have Arven, so we could get Earthern Vessel out. We would be able to just have Knockout, I believe, our game. We could, yeah, we would just be able to swing into the active and then also cook the benched Magmortar. There we go. Round 1 against a very random rogue fire deck. So we were able to win even though weakness was against us, which always feels pretty good. There's a good first game example of the deck with a little bit of misplays here and there, but it's all good. A little distracted because my girlfriend is texting me while we play here. Alright, let's get another game in here with Dark Zacian 2.0. I want to hopefully hit some more meta stuff, some more meta relevant decks to show you guys how this deck can defend itself against the most popular decks, because that's most likely what you'll see at your locals as well. So we won the coin toss. We're going to go second here. I know we're playing a Hop Zacian. Ooh, okay, pretty good start here. Very happy with that. We'll drop in the Zacian and see what we're playing against for this match number 2. Ooh. Alright, so this is good. Decks that involve small little Pokemon like the Clamperl, Dunsparce. We got Artisan as well. Oh no. Alright, so we got the Shaman here. The Shaman is our Kryptonite. That is target number 1. It is protected from, basically non-Roblox Pokemon are protected. So we can still swing big into bigger EX. Not swing big, but we can swing into EXs. We can't swing into the baby. Oh, they're giving us the Shaman. Okay. We don't even have to gust it up. That feels pretty nice. But if this Clamperl is the main thing of their deck, do we want to... Yeah, let's start off with the Artisan here. We'll go ahead and grab our Snorlax. Amplified numbers. Post Wick. We'll get our Hops Band here. Let's get Hop's Bag as well. We'll grab the Cram and grab a Zacian. Let's save the Venture Bomb for now. You don't need to use it right away. And our attack will get blocked by the Shaman, but we do take down the Shaman, which feels pretty good. So nice little first prize knockout right there. So they got the Dunsparce here for free retreat and draw engine. And then they got the Clamperl as well. Alright, so Gorbis. What does Gorbis do? What does this thing do? This attack does 30 damage for each water energy attached to this Pokemon. Before doing damage, you may attach any number of basic energy cards from your hand to this Pokemon. Ooh. So this card is definitely going to get punished by our Snowy Mountain Stadium if we're able to get it out. But here, we're going to get a retreat, and we're swinging. We're swinging for 30. Oh no, before you do damage, you may attach any number of basic energies from your hand. So they're swinging for 60, but bro, oh no. We're cooking them. We're going to be cooking them here. Alright, so we got Nest Ball. Let's go ahead and bring in a Monkey Dory here. Put the band on our Cramorant. Let's go ahead and just knock out. 30 on the Dunsparce, and I think we just get to run away with this game as well. Lana's Aid, okay. I think that's a recovery, yeah. So they can recover, put up to 3 in any combo of Pokemon that don't have rule boxes. So, looks like they probably don't really have rule box Pokemon at all. But they brought back the Shaman and their main attacker. So let's see what Pokegear can get. Well, actually, let's play. We want to make sure we can get our Latias in case they go for a stall play. So we're going to keep the Poke... Oh, actually. No, that Shaman's annoying. We need to get rid of the Shaman. Did we Prime Catcher already? No. We need to get rid of the Shaman so that our Zacian can take some big knockouts. We do have a good play we can do here. We can go Earthern Vessel and grab another band. And in this scenario, we can go Earthern Vessel, discarding... We'll discard the Hops Bag. Grab Dark Energies. So we can put 30 onto this Dunsparce and just knock it out that way. And then if they give us the Shaman, we can Iron Bundle it out of the way and bring in the Clam Pearl. Oh, they just gave us it. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach this to here. Attach this to here. And we're going to swing for the knockout as well. And Shaman will be the last Pokemon standing between us and the win. There we go, a nice clean easy win. Shaman wasn't enough to prevent us from winning and taking even multi-prize KOs, because with the help of Monkey Dory, it feels like anything's possible. Game number 3 with Dark Zacian 2.0. And the next time I'm going to share with you guys some more Zacian gameplay. It might be just another hour or two of this exact deck, or I'll be also showcasing to you guys the Surfer Switch build as well. Alright. Tails is the call, and we called Tails as well, so let's go second. We're playing against John Duck Lee for this one. Mulligans do feel pretty common with this deck. We don't have a ton of Pokemon in this deck. We do have a lot of basics, but we do have so many trainers. Our hand is all trainers, no energies. One mulligan, no big deal. And we're going second. Let's just start off with the Zacian. That makes the most sense here. We got Cynthia's Garchomp for this matchup. This one should be pretty fun. Alright, we got the turn 1 Buddy Buddy Poffin. All we need is... oh, another Poffin. Oh my gosh, 2 Poffins. Okay. 2 Roselias up next. What else do they got in the tank for us? We really need to see, like, if we were just to get an Arven, we're swinging 90 in the active right away. With the Snorlax we can get from the bag and then the band. So ideally we top deck an Arven. That would be a great draw. Other than that, Pokegear would be cool. Let's see what we get though. We have Pokegear. Alright, Pokegear is what I wanted. Let's start it off with a... let's do an Earthern Vessel here. Let's maximize our odds at drawing a supporter. So we're going to pull out 2 Dark Energies here. Not bother the prize check, no need. And now we're going to go Pokegear. Nice. We hit the Arven. And then we can go Arven here to grab us our band and a bag. We'll drop the Monkey Dory in. Hop's bag gets us another Snorlax, and we'll set up the Cramorant too. We can go Hop's band to the active. We'll put energy onto our Snorlax as well. We'll drop the Maractus in, and I think we're good to start swinging here. We'll put 30 on 2. The main attack is 100 damage base. They could potentially 2-shot us if they have these guys evolve. Let's just start putting it on the one that has the band, or not the band, the weights. Cynthia's power weights. Alright, Pokegear is a huge prize card to hit. Now this matchup could really come down to us using Technical Machine Devolution at the right time. So we'll see if that comes up for this one. Alright, they're Ultra Balling away Ultra Ball and Buddy Buddy Poffin to grab the probably middle form, right? And then the middle form gets you any Cynthia's Pokemon. So if they have Rare Candy, they could just evolve into... oh no, they're just going to evolve it like that. Champion's Call. So they can grab another. It's really cool. It reminds me of the Grotle. I think it's Brilliant Star's Grotle, that you can look for any grass Pokemon at all in your deck and add it to your hand. So here they continue the chain of Cynthia's Call. Wow, that's really good setup actually. I do want to play Cynthia's Garchomp deck, so we're going to try and cook one of those bad boys up, but that's a pass right there. And we're going to go Pokegear to kick things off. Chorus's Tenacity and Research here. So I want to keep our Devo in hand, because Devo could come clutch here. So let's keep the Devo in hand. We'll go Chorus's Tenacity, grab us a Dark Energy, and I think we may as well also grab the let's grab a Postwick here. Actually, Yeah, let's grab the post wick here. Go ahead and drop this baby in. We'll put the dark energy on our Snorlax, I think. No, let's do Monkey Dory here just to make sure that's good. And then I want to make sure Monkey doesn't get insta-KO'd, so we're also going to put the Charm on the Monkey. I think that could be useful. And we'll go ahead and insta-strike here. We're going to put the 30 on to their main attacker, because that is going to be a problem we're going to need to deal with. And they don't have a retreat pivot yet either. Now the cool thing about Cynthia's Garchomp is it has free retreat, so you effectively get, I believe, a 400 HP Pokemon. That's also your support, your draw engine, Pokemon search, and free retreat. So after it tanks a hit, it can just run away. So here comes the train of all the Cynthia's Pokemon getting pulled out of the deck, which is cool because this also means when you're attacking with Cynthia's Garchomp, you have higher odds at seeing more and more useful cards throughout the game. And we got one more to grab the actual attacker. We'll see if they decide to evolve now or if they're going to hold it. They're going to evolve now. Now they need a way to pivot. We got double Garchomps on the board. Got the energy and a pass. Alright, so we need to get 100 damage on that Gabite in order to knock it out. Let's go drop this in. We'll attach an energy to our Cramorant here. We're doing that so that we can actually just knock out this Roserade right now with the help of our Monkey Dory. We're going to move over all the damage. Actually, yeah, we're just going to move over all the damage there. Knock that baby out. And they're probably going to give us the Garchomp that has no energies on it. That way they can retreat pivot into the weakened one and attack us. But we'll see what they do here. Yep. So we called that correctly. So because we're hitting this for 90, it's not the greatest. Let's go ahead and put let's put the 30 on this Garchomp. So this Garchomp, when we Devo it, it's going to go down to 170 HP. So we got to get that to 170 and then this one to 100 for the big Devo play. And right now they're swinging for 130 with the help of Roserade. What's funny is the decks kind of have some similarities here, right? Oh, they're going to draw 6 cards off this attack. Wow. So the similarities we share is Snorlax has the same ability as Roserade, which is pretty jokes. Alright, so now that we have the Monkey Dory, we can shave off 30 of the damage counters, which feels pretty good. So we're going to put those onto the thick... Yeah, let's put it onto the thick one here. We can go Nest Ball. Oh, no shot. Are we going to go double Monkey and Dark? Oh god, that's gross. Oh yes, you hate to see it, but you'll love to see it. So this is going to now put us in range of being able to go for the Devo later on. So we're going to Insta Strike here. We're going to put this on here. And then we might be able to go for a 3-prize Devo wipe. Yeah, so we need to get all of them to 100 and then this one to 170. So if you Monkey Dory correctly, we should be able to... Yeah, this following turn, if this Zacian were to get knocked out, we could go for... Oh, no, we got this weight to deal with now. Yeah, I don't think Monkey Dory has Dark Energies in their deck. They play the Luminous Energies, I believe, which would make a lot of sense, but... Oh, they have the other attack, Dragonic Buster. So they can just one-shot our boy this way. Alright, so we're going to get insta-KO'd here. Now the threat we have to deal with here is this Monkey Dory is going to be a little annoying for us too. So let's drop in our Cramorant, since Cramorant can attack for free. We are going to go kick things off with a... I gotta think this out correctly. We're going to go Monkey Dory... I need to get that to 170 badly. This also has to stay at 100 plus. Okay. So let's put... This is also an attacking threat too. Let's put it there. And then we're going to go... I think we just swing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just swing in with our boy here. I'm trying to think if the Monkey Dory damage over... They would throw it off that. I just need to make sure we have a Devo available. Okay, we're gonna go Night Stretcher here. And I thought I would have had a Dark Energy there. I didn't have a Dark Energy there, unfortunately. I should have checked my discard pile before that, but that's my bad. As long as they don't have an energy here for Monkey Dory, we could... Oh. We could have a 3-prize turn next turn. No, oh, they got a board. I thought that was going to be an energy. They're retreating into the other one. And they're going to swing into us. And we are resistant, so that is huge. That is huge for us. So because of the resistance, we're saved. So we're going to go ahead now and go for the big Devo play. So let's put... We have knockout there. We have knockout there. We have knockout there. Oh, we can't get knockout on that Cynthia's Rose Raid, unfortunately. But let's just put the damage counters on them. Let them know they ain't safe out here in these streets. We'll go ahead and grab a Fez. Yeah, let's grab our Fez out. I want to make sure everything gets knocked out, yeah. So everything would get knocked out here. So we go Genabrain. We'll just toss some more damage over there. And then now our Cramorant can go for the 3-prize knockout with the Devolution. And hopefully it all works out. We should be good here. If you only had 10 more on that Rose Raid. But boom. And 3 prizes in 1 turn, sponsored by the Devolution play. You'll love to see it. And now they have no attacker available. So you just always want to keep in mind that you can go the long game here. It is nice playing a spread deck like this that, you know, we can try and just play around activating your opponent's Fezandipity if we don't want to give them that additional draw. Ooh, okay. Ah, this attack does 10 damage for each damage counter on all of your bench Cynthia's Pokemon, so that's it. So happy with that, defeating Cynthia's Garchomp with a massive 3-prize knockout turn. So let's see how game number 4 goes, and I think, yeah, I think we've won every game so far that we've played in this YouTube video. So let's see if we can get another one here for the streak. All right, so we won the coin toss again. Let's go second here. That was actually really, really good considering our opponent last game started double. My inner Canadian showing started double poppin'. We had to top deck that Pokegear. All right, let's start off with the Monkey Dory in the active. Not too excited about that, but we're definitely not putting in the Blood Moon. We're playing against Team Rocket's Porygon. Very cool. Very cool. I've never played against Team Rocket's Porygon before. Luckily for us, it looks like the Team Rocket's Porygon does have 60 HP, so that is a really good Pokemon for us to bully. Let's start things off with a... Ugh, we don't have an attacker. That's kind of rough. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to go with the Arven here. Arven can grab us a Hops Band, and we'll grab the Hops Band. Hops Bag and Hops Band. Slower start for us here. We're gonna grab a Zacian and a... Let's grab the Snorlax as well. I'm a bit iffy about grabbing the Snorlax right there, just because if they go for a boss kind of stall play, we can't just attach retreat anymore. So hopefully they bench some more Pokemon, so Morty's Conviction can draw some more cards. But yeah, Morty's Conviction says you can use this card only if you discard another card from your hand, draw a card for each of your bench Pokemon. So if you're playing against regular decks, you can typically draw between 4 to 5 additional cards with Morty's Conviction. And then if you're playing against like a Terra Box deck that has a big deck or a big bench, you can draw even more. Team Rocket's Betrayal is pretty cool. They're probably gonna grab Secret Box. You can grab any item or any trainer card you want from your deck with Team Rocket's Betrayal. So let's see what trainer card they're getting. And this is a Team Rocket's Porygon 2. This attack does 20 damage for each supporter. So they grabbed... Oh, they revealed it? Oh, they have to reveal it, of course. They grabbed the Transceiver, and then the Transceiver didn't grab anything. So here, let's start off with a Postwick. We'll go Earthen Vessel, discarding the Blood Moon or Saluna. I don't think we're going to need a big beefy attacker like Blood Moon for this particular matchup. Next up, we can also go Morty's Conviction. We're going to discard the... Let's go discard the Counter Catcher. I think we're going to be in the lead for most of the game now. And then we can go Attach, Retreat into Zacian. And then we can go Insta-Strike for the knockout. And unless they, well, they're gonna hit us with the walkie-talkie and then grab the Unfair Stamp level supporter. So let's see what they do here. I'm not familiar with what Porygon Z does, honestly. I'm very curious if it's gonna be something threatening. All right, we got the Night Stretcher. We grabbed the Porygon, benched the Porygon. There it is, Team Rocket's Archer. So this is essentially an Unfair Stamp. And there we go. They scooped it up, and we will take that W. We're playing against PVN Nape 7. We got heads, and that means we lost the coin toss. And we still won the coin toss because we got to go second. So our opponent wants to go first. And we're starting with a Zacian EX. Zacian. Kicking things off with our boy Zacian. Let's see how this one can go for us. Opening hand looks pretty mid, to be honest with you. We can Chorus and grab a Stadium and a Dark Energy, so we at least have an attack with the Chorus, but we don't have... We would rather see like an Arven. Like turn 1 Arven's the dream. We're playing against Marnie's Grimmsnarl, so the new big bad evil deck in the format. Let's see how our deck will compare to theirs for this game. Alright, just a Nest Ball for an Impidimp. Oh, that is gorgeous. So we can just start things off with the Postwick. We can go Arven. Arven's going to grab us our bag and our band. And then the bag is going to grab us a Snorlax and a Cramorant. We're going to go ahead and attach that to the turn and then swing with Insta Strike. And we'll put 30 on to the Snorunt. So, pretty good start, pretty average start, honestly. You're typically able to initiate the prize trade, knocking out a small basic Pokemon with Zacian, and then weakening something up on the bench. Let's see how their turn 2 is. So we got the Frostlass here, okay. We got the Ultra Ball. Are they going to grab the Grimmsnarl? Maybe they have a rare candy in hand. If they do, that's crazy if they do. Nope, we've got another Marnie's Impidimp. Interesting. Are they going to hit it with like a Iono? Yeah, there we go. So there's the Iono. So if they hit Grimmsnarl, rare candy, or the Stadium, Spikemuth Stadium, and rare candy, they have a great start. And if they have a Revenge Band, they get to cook us here. But a Buddy Buddy Poffin to kick things off means they can set up another Frostlass and another Impidimp if they want. Oh, they got the Badoo, so they might go for the Badoo lock. Oh, but we got the Nest Ball. Ah, no. We can't play the Nest Ball because Badoo will lock us out. But if we do get Iron Bundle, we're chilling. Alright. And the Frostlass is going to take away at our Snorlax. And we got a basic Dark Energy, so let's just go ahead and we will begin attaching to the Snorlax. Bench another Zacian as well. And I'm trying to think if it's worth benching the other Cramorant. Do we need to? I think we're just going to hold it in our hand. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, we're going to go Insta Strike. And then now we can knock out that Frostlass in an upcoming turn. Hopefully. Alright, so we got another Nest Ball here. Alright, they're promoting the Impidimp. Surely they have the combo now. Surely they can evolve on this turn. Got the Hand Attach, the Iono. And let's see what this new hand brings us. Alright, pretty good. Iono, Morty's Conviction, Jet, and a Dark. Ooh, okay, they're evolving the one on the bench. If we're able to Boss Gust this, then we're in a fantastic spot. But either way, we're taking 2 prizes on this next turn. Oh, yeah, we could take 2 prizes on this next turn. Are they going to promote the Frostlass? Okay, so they're promoting the Frostlass to prevent us from taking bonus or like a 2 prize turn. So here we really need to see Iron Bundle. So with the help of Nest Ball, we can get our Iron Bundle out. And we are swinging for one. We're swinging for a big knockout here, but let's go ahead and bundle this Frostlass away to guarantee a 2 prize turn here. And I think after that, they're just done. Like it's too far. They're too far behind now. And then here we're gonna go ahead and go Morty's Conviction. Yeah, let's Morty's Conviction here. We'll discard the Dark Energy, just because we can get those back. The Jet Energy we can't get back. And then we can go... We don't want to play the Bomb right now. We want to play the Bomb later. Ooh, is it even worth... No, we have the knockouts here. I'm trying to think if we should just gun down one of these Morgrams. No, I think we just go for the knockout here. Let's go for the double prize knockout. Boom, boom. All right, 2 more prizes left. Can we secure the bag here, or will they have an insane reverse sweep style of like a comeback? We got the Dark on the Monkey. Research, okay. Surely they're gonna finally hit their Grimmsnarls. Or an Ultra Ball to hit the Grimmsnarl, because we are pretty deep in the game now and they have not evolved into their main attacker yet. Oh, that is rough. Flying through the ladder, let's go hop into another game with Team Rocket's Zacian, our Dark Zacian deck. This time against Andres. We'll go Tails, because Tails sometimes fails. And it's a Tails, nice. Alright, so it didn't fail this time. We're going to go second, of course. And this is a deck that has no way to get donked by like a poison deck or anything like that. So we are definitely not too stressed if we are forced to go second, like and our opponent chooses to go first and tries to do some donkage. Alright, they got the, I believe this is the Eevee Prismatic Evolutions collection box UPC sleeves. Ooh, alright. So we got the Teal Mask Ogerpon. Is this Raging Bolt Teal Mask? This could be a trickier matchup, just because Teal Mask has built-in bench protection, and if they just have a bunch of big basics, that means one of our key game plans of devolving them is thrown out the window. Now, the bright side is, if they do happen to be playing the Jewel Seeking version with all the Noctowls and stuff, we do have some targets we could potentially spread some meaningful damage onto and then devo them. So we got the Nest Ball here. Probably gonna grab a Squawkabilly, most likely. There's the Squawkabilly, like we called it. They're gonna go their Teal Dancing Ways. Oh no, Nest Ball again. Probably grab a Latias, I believe, for that free retreat. Oh, Fanrotom, that makes a lot of sense too. Okay, so we are playing against a Jewel Seeking version at least. Teal Dance to draw the 1. And the Bravery Charm could come in clutch in this matchup. Maybe. Because they still need 4 energies to discard for them to knock out our Hop Station. And we got the Ditto too. Okay, they're cooking here. So they're going to Fan Call. And what are they grabbing here? And they're going to have to promote this Ditto into the active and transform it into something else. So I'm very curious what they're going to transform the Ditto into. So we got the Hoot Hoot retreating into the Ditto. Is the Ditto going to grab a... I don't know what it's going to grab, honestly. Alright, let's see what they grab. We don't need to guess. It's about to happen. Latias EX. Oh, I was right. Okay, so they did want that, but they did retreat to get it out, which means... Alright, let's see what we got. Ooh, alright. Our start isn't the hottest. No supporter turn 1 is pretty brutal. What can we do here, y'all? It's pretty rough. This is actually really, really cooked. Okay, let's go Nest Ball. Oh. Are we? No. We can't even go Maractus. We can't even go the Maractus route right now because we can't retreat. This is a pickle. But this Maractus could... The Maractus could be huge for us. But I think here... We're just going to start swinging. We're going to have to try and start swinging with our Zacian. So we can put Hops Band there. Let's go Team Rocket's Venture Bomb. Tails, gotta remember, it does go on our own active, but we are gonna be retreating in just a moment, so no big deal there. And then we'll bring in our Post Wick, and then go Insta Strike, and we're gonna hurt there. Raging Bolt. Try and set up some math for our Cramorant. So Cramorant's maximum damage output is 210. So if we were able to get a Snorlax and a Band on him, we're swinging 210, and that's not enough to knock out the Raging Bolt. But our next turn is going to be really, really dependent on the top deck. All right, we got the Lightning attachment onto the Raging Bolt, and they can free retreat. We got the Noctowl, and so the Noctowl too. Them using it now means if we do go for the Maractus stall play, they can't grab something like a Professor Turo scenario or Penny, something like that. So we've got a Sada in an Underdepth. We're going to bump our Stadium in just a second so they can go wide, start setting up more Hoot Hoots to be more annoying later on. And then when we do have to bump their Stadium, they can just get rid of the Squawk and their Noctowls, or even the Fanrotom. But I think you want to get rid of your Noctowls, just so you can Night Stretcher them back into your hand and then recycle them later on. The Fanrotom is also a pretty solid one prize attacker for 70. You can set up a 2-hit knockout with the help of Fanrotom. We got the Ultra Ball coming in. What? Oh, they discarded a Slitherwing and a Fanrotom for that. A Slitherwing isn't too big of a card in this matchup, so that makes sense. And the Baby Raging Bolt hitting the scene, so they can have 2 targets for the Sada now. And now they have the knockout on Hop's Zacian. So we are in a desperate spot here. We need a massive top deck. Our hand had just so many trainers to start things off, but nothing that was super beneficial for us. So we really need to hit like a research on Iono, or even Morty's Conviction would be big. Well, let's see if we can bounce back after that rough start. So here's the Bellowing Thunder. They need 4 energies. 7, 14, 21. They need 280 damage to knock out Zacian. And they're all coming off the Teal Mask and the Active Bolt. So hopefully we can get a big top deck here. If not, we basically just lose. We can try the counter catcher play, but oh, Fez. Okay, so Fez is huge. All right, let's Fez give us some heat. Come on, Fezzy. Oh, we got the no, not what you want to see. Okay, we can go. Let's do. Do we even have an energy? Okay, we have an energy at least. So we can bring back the basic dark energy. So let's attach the basic dark here. Oh, we have knockout on the Latias. So we have that going for us actually. So let's do that. Counter catcher Latias. We're gonna bump the Stadium. That's actually sick. The 90 that we used to set up for this Latias attack or damage is gonna be enough to just squeeze by for Cramorant. Alright, so yeah, Noctowl and the Squawk. And here we go. Can we Fez twice? No, you can only use 1 flip the script per turn. Oh, I wish, dude, if we were able to penny up the Fez and then use Fez again. Oh, I would have loved that. But here we go. Hops Cramorant, MVP, clutch, mid-game attacker. And we got a Hops bag and a Dark Energy. Okay. We got the penny as well. It might come down to us honestly attacking once again with another Hops Cramorant. So let's see what is in store for us here. And luckily for us, the Snowy Mountain does I think they get pinged for 20 for doing the Steel Dance because of the Snowy Mountain. Yep, so we do have that to help set up some numbers potentially as well. Alright, Jamming Tower. That is a problematic stadium for this deck. So I think we're down 2 stadiums already. So we only have 2 more stadium bumps left. So we want to bump that. They got the Fez. Ooh, alright. Let's see how big their Fez is for them. Flip the scripts. Earthern Vessel hitting the board now. What is the discard? We got the Noctowl saying adios. They need a Lightning. Oh, they got Grass and Fighting. So they probably have Sada in hand already. So yeah, they probably have Sada, so they can just Sada the attacking. So they can just Sada for the Raging Bolt attack. There is the Teal Dance. And if we're able to pop off here, there is a world where if we hit the nuts off Fez, we have the return KO on the Raging Bolt. So we need Hop's Bag to give us Cramorant, Snorlax, and we use Fez, and then we need to hit the Stadium Bump and the Tool for our attack, and then penny up the Fez. We need a lot, dude. We need a lot here, but we could still return KO the Raging Bolt. So it could come down to our Fez being the Pokemon that gets knocked out. Alright, so there's a knockout on the Cramorant. They said GG's. I said Fez, get in there, buddy. Luckily we get to thin out our deck with the Hop's Bag a bit. Ooh, the Zacian as well. Okay. So let's start off with the Hop's Bag. Grabbing a Snorlax and a Cramorant. And then we're going to go ahead and go flip the scripts. Ooh, okay. Are we cooking? We might be cooking here. No, we have to penny. We have to penny no matter what. So let's go penny up the Fez. Bring in Cram. Attach return. We're swinging 150 right now. We'll go Earthen Vessel to discard the Technical Machine Devo. We don't need it. We can thin out those cards. We do have 2 stadiums in deck. We desperately need those stadiums. And then here we have to drop in the Zacian. And then I think we also just have to drop in the Fez too. And we'll Fickle Spit here. Alright, so let's see if we can stage the biggest comeback here. Because I was thinking if we don't bench the Fez, our hand gets Iono, that we just don't have access to the draw. But by benching the Fez, it does give them a 2-prize Pokemon that could knock out then. And then they could probably clean up at the very end with the 1-prizer. We'll see what they do. I've won games against Raging Bolt in the past where our Blood Moon Ursaluna is the super big clutch MVP. And also, if you just hit your opponent's Raging Bolt deck with that nasty late game Iono, you're in a really good spot too, especially if they don't have any Noctowls available to evolve into. Now they're seeing so much of their deck, man. They have a 12-card hand, 9-card deck. The Fez needs to give us a lot here. The Fez literally needs to give us Blood Moon. Yeah, we need a Fez for Blood Moon, and that should be enough for us to lock in the game. Unless they can get another big Raging Bolt set up and instantly KO the Blood Moon. But they're going to need to discard 2 energies for this Raging Bolt. And it's not very healthy. 60 health. Alright, let's see how it goes down. This is a fun close game though. We got Ultra Ball, so they're just thinning as much as they possibly can here to ensure if they do get hit by something like an Iono, they're able to draw something really good. There's the Raging Bolt. They're also digging for potentially a Stadium. Alright, let's see what we got. Bellowing Thunder. Because maybe they go wide and then they can drop in the other stuff. But we do need a Stadium Bump here, so Fez is going to have to come very clutch. We're going to drop in the Fez. We need to attach, retreat, and then also have... Okay, so that's big. So we need to bump the Stadium, I think. We don't need to use the boss. Okay, we're going to Arven first so our Fez can draw us potentially better cards. So let's go... Arven here. Oh, you know what? No. I think the better play would have been Fez for the Iono. Or, yeah, Fezzing for the Iono would have been the better play. We have the Prime Catcher. Can we swing for knockout into that? No. They don't have a way to retreat either. Or like a free way to retreat. I think we want to... We could go... Okay, we'll go band. We need the stadium bump. I need to retreat as well. I don't like the hops. The hops band is useless here. Yeah, I think I should have fezzed first. So let's go Nest Ball now. Nest Ball will give us our Latios for the retreat. Yeah, we already have a 2 prize liability in the Fez. We'll Fez here for 3. And then we can go retreat into Zacian. And unfortunately, we have to just manual attach to the Zacian because the tower is on board. We do have enough for the knockout. We can drop in Nest Ball. Nest Ball can give us the Blood Moon. And then let's also Hops Bag. Fail it. We can put this Choice Band on, I think, here. And then I think we're going to just go Insta Strike. We'll put 30 on... This 30 is kind of irrelevant damage, but we'll put it onto the Fez. Yeah, because if they charm the Fez... Well, it doesn't even matter. Because they do have two prize liabilities we could swing into as well. Here we're cooked if they go retreat into Blood Moon, attach, and then swing. Yeah, if they have a Blood Moon, they kind of win the game here. Now, if we were able to hit the charm, I think we prized the charm because I swear our only options were potentially TM Devo and something else. Let's see what goes down here. Well, they have Night Stretcher for Latias. I think they need to Night Stretcher the Latias out and then attach and then Sada, and then Raging Bull can clean up house. We got Nest Ball. It's gonna be Nest Ball for Blood Moon. Fails. Okay. That's looking promising for us here. I'll take that. I'll take that. We got the attach. Do we got the Sada? We need to retreat here for the one hit. Can we steal this game away from them? It might happen. All we need to do is attach to Blood Moon boss and we have game. So it could come down to that Blood Moon. We got the Sada. Alright, they're going to draw the rest of their deck. Is it going to be enough for them? Will they have the switch? Dude, I think they have a switch. Like an actual item switch for the game. Or will they Night Stretcher the Latias? Where is it? There's the Night Stretcher. Oh, so close. So even if we did have the charm on the Blood Moon, it wouldn't have been enough. Oh, they got the Grass Energy. Oh, they're gonna Grass Energy attach Teal Dance. I wish they would lose for not drawing a card. Wait, they Teal Dance the benched? Why did they Teal Dance the bench one? Okay, they got Prime Catcher too. Okay. Oh man. Showing us the Blood Moon. I'll let them hit us. I'll let them finish us off with the big Raging Bolt attack. Hit me for all your energy's worth here. Let's see it. Let's see. A good close game, considering we were having a brickier start. And our opponent honestly did hit kind of the nuts on their opening turn, getting to Squawk, getting to Ditto, getting to Fanrotom. So they were definitely favored in this matchup from the get-go. But definitely a strong showing. We were able to put up a fight here for that matchup. Alright, we got one more game left to show you guys. We got Nippon IDK, and of course, if you guys are enjoying the content on the channel, I would love if you guys hit that like button down below. It would really help out the channel, helps get this video out to more people who enjoy fun rogue / competitive Pokemon TCG decks and gameplay. Alright, our opponent will be going first. I'm happy about that. And yuck. A disgusting mulligan we do not want to see. I'm honestly potentially debating putting in a third Zacian EX. It is our main attacker. Getting hit with these mulligans time after time and after time is pretty annoying. Alright, let's see what the new mulligans give us, or a new hand will give us. Alright, not the end of the world. We'll show the monkey, but they already know we're playing a Hops deck, so let's see how Nippon IDK does against us here. Ooh, okay, looks like another Raging Bolt deck, or it could be Evolution. Nope, we got another, so we got a rematch. I believe this is a different player. I think I'm like 80% sure this is a different player. Alright, so they're getting that beautiful turn 1 Squawk, Fanro, Tom Ditto. Dude, it feels like whenever we play against Raging Bolt, they just always have the combo of Squawk, Fan, Ditto every single time. You guys get to witness it for 2 games in a row. They're going to probably transform into a Latias EX. Oh, Teal Mask. Okay, maybe they already have a Nest Ball in hand. They can just get the Latias that way. We're going to Teal Dance here first. What is the next play? Squawk and Seize. Ooh. Okay, they did lose a Noctowl in the process. We got the Fan Call here. And Fan Call will grab them. Hoot 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 Fan Rotom. So not a Noctowl, but maybe they already have Noctowl in hand. So if we're able to hit them with an Iono turn 1, you know, typically you don't want to play that turn 1 Iono, but it might be really useful here. Also, in the last game we did play, if we were able to hit Iono off the Fez, I think that would have put us in a much, potentially more of a game-winning spot. So small little plays like that really do make a big difference. We're going to start off with the Post-Wick. We'll go Earthern Vessel. I really don't think we need the Devo. We'll go 2 energies. Really maximize our odds of this Pokegear to hit. I think we're going to drop in the Fez here as well. Pokegear. Ooh, Pokegear whiffed. I think we're kind of forced to bench the Blood Moon here. And we're also going to attach to the Monkey Dory, which honestly, I don't know if I'll even want to attach to the Monkey Dory. Now, let's just research here. Okay. Pretty rough. Ooh, we do have the Maractus play, though, which is good. So let's go ahead and let's drop in Snorlax. Hand attached there, or not hand attached, drop that guy in. We'll throw in the Snorlax, and let's just put a energy on the Monkey Dory and pass. So here we're gonna need them to evolve their Noctowls just so they can easily search out a retreat kind of pivot. And Maractus is gonna have to come in to save the day and hopefully steal us some turns. Alright, so that's 1 Noctowl in. Wouldn't be surprised if it's like a Ultra Ball and a Stadium. Maybe a Sada too would make a lot of sense. But they only have 1 target for, yeah. So there's a Stadium, there's an Earthern Vessel. So this way they can get more Pokemon out. Sada, oh, so they're only gonna Sada 1 here. There's the Vessel we saw earlier. I'm kind of surprised they didn't decide to Earthern Vessel that Fan Rotom away earlier, but maybe a slight oversight they made. And luckily for us, Snorlax is thick, so it will require 3 energies discarded for the knockout, because 150 is a chunky amount for a little basic 1 prize Pokemon here. So we are gonna force them to expend some energies off the board here. But that Hoot Hoot, we do need that Hoot Hoot to evolve before we want to commit the Maractus. Oh, they're doing that. Okay. Okay, so in this scenario, I think I'm comfortable with going Arven. Arven can grab us Hop's Bag and Choice Band, and then we can actually swing into this Bolt. Yeah, we're gonna swing into this Bolt here. I like that. That's kind of cool of them not knocking out the Snorlax. So we're going to go Zacian here. And then we're gonna go... We have the free retreat. Let's do we want to play the Jet? The nice thing too is we don't have to play the Jet. We could just... Yeah, I think we're gonna conserve the Jet energy, since I'm planning to put this band here anyways. We'll go Monkey Dory, Adrenabrain, and we can actually start Hurting Autumn? This is where it gets tricky. Like, this is where if you have more and more experience of this matchup, it just really helps you with knowing how to spread your damage accordingly. Let's put it all on the Bolt here. I think that's a good idea. We're going to go ahead and Insta-Strike here. And we're going to ping the Squawk. Yeah, let's ping the Squawk here for 30. So if we're able to, on our next turn, get a ban and a Zacian and the Stadium bump, we can return KO this Bolt. But they would bump the Squawk. Alright, let's see what they do here. We got the Teal Mask, Teal Dance. There's the Sada, this time getting maximum value because they do have 2 ancient Pokemon on the board. Fortunately, this is a Grass Energy, not a Lightning or Fighting, so that is something that could benefit us on the following turn if they can't chain attacks with the Raging Bolt. We got the Nest Ball here. What's the grab gonna be? A Teal Mask Ogerpon. Okay. See, their deck too, because it's so big for the bench. If we do hit that Morty's Conviction, drawing 8 cards feels pretty good, man. That could be really huge for us. All the Teal Dancing, though, they are getting a lot of dancing on their side. We got the Bellowing Thunder, so we will be getting knocked out here. If we're able to Fez into Cramorant, we also have the knockout as well, since we only need an energy or a band on the Cramorant to attack. So after losing our 2 prization, we get to pivot into a 1 prize attacker and then also take out the 2 prizers. So let's see. So yeah, maybe the Monkey Dory putting the 30 on the Raging Bolt was the most correct play we could have done. Let's bring in our Latias EX. And they also don't have a Latias out either. Alright, Penny. So let's go Fez. Big Fez here, big Fez. Oh, huge Fez. So now we can go Cramorant. And then Cramorant can go in here. We can go... We have the knockout for 120. We're going to go Hand Attach to the Cram. And then we're going to go Monkey Dory some damage over. I want to swing into that Raging Bolt later on, but the Hoot Hoot's also annoying. I think we're going to go for the next Bolt. So let's get that Bolt ready and prepped. And then we're going to also go... We don't even need to play a supporter here. We're going to keep the Penny in hand, so let's just go ahead and Fickle Spit here for the knockout. And there we go. Alright, let's see how they go here. Nest Ball. Nest Ball will likely bring them the Latias or Fez. Oh, Raging Bolt. Okay. Maybe they prized a Latias or Fez, but maybe they might even swing with the Teal Mask. Who knows? Sada. Okay. But because our maximum output with Snorlax is 230, it's very important we have the Monkey Dory established ahead of time, so Snorlax could potentially pop off here too. And if they take a knockout on Cramorant, Snorlax could have the return KO, because we have Energy Switch available too, so that could be insanely big for us. We got the Night Stretcher here. It's 1 Grass Energy, lets them Teal Dance some more. Now our saving grace here is, did they use Prime Catcher or not yet? No, so they still have Prime Catcher at some point, so our Fez could be getting hurt later. I might want to pick up the Fez with the Penny, but having the Fez for the draw is just really good too. I think we should have taken the Fez out. Yeah, we didn't play supporter last turn. I think taking the Fez out would have been good, or the Latias. No, we always keep the Latias on the board. But the Fez is our draw engine essentially for this deck. So playing a little defensively would have been smart. Oh, we got the Fez here. So I'm sure maybe they have the Noctowl in hand, so they can get Prime Catcher on demand. Or something else? I don't know, but they don't have the Latias for the retreat, so let's see what they decide to do here. And they are maybe getting punished right now for discarding that Noctowl out of that Ultra Ball or Squawk they did earlier in the game. Jamming Tower coming in, okay. So a little annoying. Now they can just get rid of the Squawk, they can get rid of the Fan Rota. Oh, okay. Fan, and yeah, that makes sense. So we're down to the 5v or 6v6 now. We got the manual retreat into the bolt, perhaps? Yeah. And then they're gonna knock us out. And so here we have the, we don't have the knockout because Jamming Tower is gonna turn off our Hop Snorlax. Sorry, it's gonna turn off our Choice Band, unfortunately. But they are gonna be in the lead. So we could counter catcher around it. Let's see what we get off the Fez. The Fez is basically gonna dictate our next turn here. So let's see what Fez gives us. Post Week is huge. Okay, so that just like kind of makes me feel way more secure than I would have otherwise. So here we're gonna go ahead and let's do flip the script. Okay, so this turn could be really big. Let's start off with the Hops Band on... Do we want a fresh Snorlax? I think we want a fresh Snorlax, or we could get... I think we want a fresh Snorlax. Let's go Hops Band for a full HP Snorlax. And then we're gonna go Band. We're gonna go Adrenabrain. I'm gonna move 30 there. We're gonna go let's go Earthern Vessel away this Monkey Dory. I want to keep the Jet in hand just in case they swing at our, like, take down our Latias. So let's go Snorlax gets that. We'll go E-Switch our Monkey. Retreat into Snorlax. And then also we're gonna go ahead and penny up our Fez. And we're gonna go Dynamic Press for the knockout there. And then now, if they take a 2-prize KO, all we would need is Jet, Counter Catcher, game. Yeah, because we could Jet the Blood Moon, or just Counter Catcher the Blood, our Blood Moon gets to pop off. So let's see what they do here. We've got 2 Mask Ogerpon, Teal Dance. They have a 15 card hand. That is nutty. Absolutely nutty hand they have. If they hit us with an Iono, we're in a pretty cooked spot because we took our Fez off the board. And on top, oh, they're going Sada. What am I saying? They have to go Sada. It's Raging Bolt. There's the Night Stretcher. What is the Night Stretcher gonna grab? Maybe another Raging Bolt. Let's see what they grab here. I couldn't see. The game wouldn't tell me. Oh, we got Noctowl. Okay, so they got the Noctowl out. And what will the grab be here? Will they go... They could potentially go Counter Catcher here. They want the Latias. They only need to discard 3. So we got 2 Sadas in their hand. They got the Prime Catcher now, so they do get to pick what gets hit. They don't have a Latias on the board though. So they could. Oh, that's the angle they're gonna go. They're gonna swing with the Koraidon instead. And what they attacked with last time, right? They attacked with the Raging Bolt last time, right? So this Koraidon would swing for 180 times 2. They're gonna gun down the Blood Moon. We have 3 Net Stretchers in the deck, and we still have 3 available to be used. So if we Nest Ball, if we Fez into a Stretcher, we have game. If we Research into a Stretcher, we have game. So we have a 22 card deck right now. With the draw per turn, the Fez, and the Research, we're going to see 11 cards total. So we're going to see half our deck. So there's a 50% chance of, well, we're going to see half our deck, and there's 3 options to see the card. So let's see if we're able to get that big Night Stretcher for the Blood Moon, and that should be enough. The only problem here is if if they attack with a single prizer, we have the boss as well. Like if they go for 1 here, if they decide to even out the prize trade, I mean. So if they don't take the 2 prize, they have Prime Catcher. Oh, they also have a 0-card deck. So I'm like over-analyzing this like crazy. They have to play a Super Rod this turn in order to just not lose on this following turn. So it might be GG. They might have just overcooked themselves here, which I'm more than happy with. But our Snorlax also can't attack as well, or else it also gets knocked out too. Alright, so we can just pass and win. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me for this 1 hour plus of Hop Station EX gameplay. I'll leave the deck profile linked in the description down below. You can click on screen to watch that. There's also a tournament vlog on the channel I'll be posting as well soon too. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you guys in the next video.